Hedera Hbar. So the update today is that they believe in our network, and this is coming in from the CEO of Archax, which we know that they obviously tokenize all of these money market funds, and they do use certain networks where Hedera comes in play. So we're going to be having a look at what the CEO has said in relation to this, and we have finally reached a huge milestone. I'm more than sure that all of you are looking forward to this. It is in relation to the Hedera Manet, and so we will be diving into that as well as the price action of both Source and Hbar today. So all I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. As I always say, you can say anything in the comment section as below. For example, whether or not you've had a good weekend so far. It was a bank holiday weekend in the UK, whether it was pretty good, and also what the price predictions that you have in mind for Hedera. Now we are in a new month in May, so we have roughly around about 6 or 7 months left of the year. We could potentially be hitting 50 cents, maybe even a bit further if we do see more demand. But again, you'll see over here in Hbar, we are currently down by 2.4%. So we're going to have a look at what the CEO of Archax has said. As you know, I'm more than sure you've heard of the story by now about the fact that BlackRock have, of course, their money market fund being tokenized on the Hedera network through the use of Archax as that medium. So we're going to be taking a look at some insights from the CEO and why they value Hedera in general.
So right now, who are your main customers, and how can people and businesses that want to get involved with Archax?
Yeah, so we serve institutions mainly for securities, but individuals can come to us as well for crypto trading. We're more targeted at professionals. You can come to our website, archax.com, for information there. You can find out more from Matt Godfather or ArchaxX or Archax Crypto on Twitter as well. So we're out there in a bunch of places, but if you just come into our website, you'll be able to find more about us.
That sounds fantastic. So the next thing I want to ask about is, you already mentioned that you have the ability to tokenize pretty much anything, equities, bonds, and so forth. What's the roadmap look like for Archax over the next several months and years?
Yeah, I mean, without getting the Hedera community too excited, I should point out that we're chain agnostic. We try and pick the right chain for we think is appropriate for the product. So if someone comes to us and chooses a chain, then we go in that direction. Internally, we've got a good relationship with Hedera. We believe in the network, so we pick that for a lot of activity. We've got about 7 other investment managers behind this, so they represent hundreds of billions of dollars in assets. You'll be seeing more of those from us in the future, but we're also starting to work on 24/7 equity, debt, ETFs, other products as well. So pretty much every asset out there we think is moving on chain, so we're going to try and be in front of most of them.
And so you heard from him where he said that they do believe in the Hedera network. However, this means that it won't be coming with any sort of bias. So if they do have these asset managers coming to them and looking for these chains, it doesn't mean that they will always be going towards Hedera and tokenizing on their network, but they will be looking at the correct chain for their current asset, which is going to show that these networks are obviously going to be having their different factors and plays out here, meaning that the best network wins in terms of the asset that wants to be tokenized. But also there is a lot of flexibility in this because they can tokenize many assets ranging from stocks, equities, and bonds as well. So they are very flexible when it comes to that. But it's pretty nice to hear the CEO talk about Hedera in a positive light, and of course they have been pushing it so far. So this is the history that we have made. It is the record of 50 billion transactions now on the mainnet so far, and we actually managed to hit it just around about yesterday. I would say probably in the afternoon. So the last time we actually checked this number, it was at about 48.5 billion, which was probably 7 days ago, maybe just over a week ago now. And we have finally achieved 50 billion so far. And these are your real world transactions, proper use cases. Of course, it's not the testnet, though the testnet does obviously have its purposes when it comes to developers, but still the mainnet has achieved this. So fantastic news coming in from there. Hbar Foundation have announced on the 6th of May, saying that they're now excited to join Acceler Network's Interchain Amplifier pilot for permissionless connectivity across 68 plus networks, including Bitcoin, Stacks, Moonbeam Network, Base, and the EVM as well. And it builds on their DeFi 2.0 strategy, enabling interoperability for institutions and also for retail. So once they are able to integrate with the mainnet, the amplifier will then automate routing and translation across Acceler's growing open network of interconnected blockchains. If you don't know who Acceler Network are, if you just take a look at their X page, You'll see over here that it is, of course, Web3, and just a nice short video coming in from Acceler themselves. But it is essentially just providing that interoperability. Coming in from the Hedera Q1 2024 report, we have some quarter-on-quarter metrics, as you can see from this graph. So we have the decentralized exchange volume sets a new all-time high in Q1. It's up by 154% quarter-on-quarter. Of course, with SuperPassed basically being 99% of that at 6.3 million, and we have 413.6% of an increase. You'll see over here just where it's pretty much changed. It was from that November 2023 to February of 2024. Of course, we did actually spike quite a bit in January of 2024 as well. But look at that massive increase that we have had. And we're actually going to be having a look at the report as well. But we now have active addresses up by 154%, DeFi TVL up by 87%, and decentralized exchange volume is up by 408% as well. This is all of the metrics that we currently have, and you'll see that we have the circulating market cap increased by 31% quarter-on-quarter to $3.8 billion, and the circulating market cap is up by 124% over the past 2 quarters. Hedera's TVL was $119.3 million, and the SuperPassed TVL grew from 60.4 million to 117 million. So an increase by roughly around about 57 million, and 94% quarter-on-quarter, and accounted for 98% of the network's total TVL. A big shout out to SuperPassed and their contributions that they're bringing to us as well. Of course, we know that the Hedera Council did allocate 4.86 billion Hbar, or 435 million at the Q1 end, in order to enhance the Hedera network, and that should make us for a stronger ecosystem as well. And we had other players come in, such as Hitachi, Australian Payments Plus or APP, Mondelez International, and BitGo, as they joined the Hedera Council. So that was 4 of the new Hedera members that we now have. And again, so it really goes to show what we have achieved so far in the first quarter. I'm definitely going to be looking forward as to what will be going on in the second quarter. So for the price action of Source today, we are currently trading at 0.1084. We are down by 2.55% on the 1-day chart. For the 24-hour volume, we are up by 79.42%. And you'll see over here that we started to trade at 0.1094. On the 7-day chart, if we have a look at where we were, we are up by 20.52%, so pretty much getting stronger now, because at the start of the week we were trading at 0.08643, and then we did hit 0.1074. Now we are pretty much at that 0.1096 level. On the 1-month chart, we are down by 16.45%. Again, we did hit that massive spike to 17 cents on the 24th of April. We have come down a bit, but we've been able to recover since we actually fell off all the way to 0.08914. So we are still up and above that mid-range of the 8 cents, which is quite nice. For Hbar's price, we are currently trading at 0.1111. On the 1-day chart, we are down by 3.2%, and on the 1-week chart, we are up by 19.1%. You'll see at the start of the week that we were trading at 0.0933, and then midweek we actually went to 11 cents. And of course, we did hit a nice 12 cents on the 6th of May. For the 1-month chart, we are now up by 4.9%. Started off, and pretty much mid-month, you'll see over here, we did go to a nice near enough 18 cents. Of course, we came back down from that hype. And again, we are trading at 11 cents. So it's still up and above that price target of 10 cents and even a support level of 9 cents as well. I definitely want to see Hbar to be able to stabilize at the 10-cent price target, but we'll have to monitor the price movements in the next couple of days. Guys, if you want daily Source and Hedera Hbar coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.